But I think people just forget, including myself, that time's gonna pass anyway, so you might as well go to school if you want to, get that certification, go to that boot camp, do whatever you want to do, start that business, start that YouTube, start that TikTok channel or page, Etsy store. Do what you gotta do with the time you have, because you're only gonna be in your 20s for 10 years. You're only gonna... Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Tammy the One. I know this is the first video of the year. I am so sorry, but I have been posting shorts since January, but it's my first long form content. How y'all doing? What it do? My content is about personal development, mindset, and lifestyle. That's what I talk about on my page, and here and there random, news. But today we're going to be talking about personal development, and we're going to talk about something that's very important that people tend to forget as they age. And one thing I'm going to talk about is how time waits for no one. Okay, time is going to pass anyway, so you might as well do something that you want to do. Don't waste your time on partying and clubbing, knowing that 10 years, 5 years down the line, that it's not going to do anything for you. It don't benefit you at all. And I'm not saying that you can't have fun, but have your fun, but also be responsible. You have to do at least a balance of the two. Some people are very extreme and don't have fun at all in their 20s, and they strictly handle their business, and I respect that. And there's some people who I like to have fun, and I'm gonna hit the books and do my homework, which is totally fine. But I think people just forget, including myself, that time's gonna pass anyway, so you might as well go to school if you want to, get that certification, go to that boot camp, do whatever you want to do, start that business, start that YouTube, start that TikTok channel or page, Etsy store. Do what you gotta do with the time you have, because you're only gonna be in your 20s for 10 years. You're only gonna be in your 30s for 10 years. You're only gonna be in your 40s for 10 years. You get the gist what I'm trying to say. You have a decade, and each decade is gonna affect the decade afterwards. Oh, that's a bar. Each decade is gonna reflect what you did the decade before. And now some people, a decade is a long time, so that's why some people would say 5 years. Me, I'm more of a 2-year person. What you do 2 years prior is gonna affect you the next 2 years that's coming up. That's how I view things. I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit, I want to get things done a lot more quicker. But my objective and my point of this video is time waits for nobody. So you might as well put in the intention, put in your best foot forward with the time you have now. You are present, you're alive. Do something valuable with your time. Of course, have fun and create memories with your friends and family. Of course, that's a given. You absolutely need to do that. You also need to live your life, but also you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your life with not doing something that's going to benefit you, that's not going to benefit you later down the road. You get what I mean? So with that being said, if you do have something that you want to start on, let's say if you want to start on a business, let's start on some ideas, write it down on a piece of paper, create a plan. And some people don't like to put dates on their plans, but from experience, I'm letting you know right now, if you don't put a deadline or a date next to your plans or goals that you want to do, you're not going to do it. You're not going to have urgency to do it. You're just going to be like, oh yeah, I got time. And 3 years pass by and you still didn't get it done. So it's very important to put a date next to what you want to do. And you don't necessarily always reach your goal, but at least you can say you started it. At least you can say, I know what I'm doing. I have experience because I actually put my best foot forward. You don't want to not do something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. You don't want to be that person like, damn, I regretted not doing this, or I regretted not doing it sooner. Because I don't know if you have kids or not, but when you're doing things and you're single and you have no responsibility, just yourself, that's the best time to do it. You have nothing else to worry about. You don't have no husband or wife to tend to. You don't have no kids if you want kids to tend to. You just have you, yourself, and time, okay? So take advantage of the time. Do something productive with it. I'm not saying, oh, you have to business every day, chop, chop, chop. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you don't have a balance of, this is the time that I'm gonna spend time with my family, my friends, my spouse, and this is time I'm gonna focus on myself and my future. Because you're not gonna be, even if you do take care of your body, you still want to have a good quality of life. You don't want to be working like really hard. You don't want to do hard labor when you're in your 50s and 60s, because I see it all the time. Okay, I live in Florida, the retirement state. There be people that's 76 years old still working. You don't want to be that. You want to be reaping the benefits of your hard work in your 20s and 30s. Okay, time is very valuable. Use it wisely. Be intentional in your days, in your life, and take advantage of opportunities. Search for opportunities. Go to the events. Go to the festivals. Go to where the information that you need. Get around people that's gonna motivate you, that's gonna inspire you, that's gonna push you to do better. Oh my gosh, your community of who you need to get to the next level and to build strong relationships is so valuable. And you only do that when you have time. You can't necessarily do that when you have a husband and wife to tend to, or let's say you a guy, you got your wife to take care of your kids. You can't necessarily do that. You have to make the time to do that. But while you young and free, got no kids, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do that shit right now. Do it right now. It just makes sense to do it right now. So with all that being said, time waits for nobody. The time's gonna pass anyway, so you might as well be intentional and use the time wisely. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I do have a series on this channel called Chatting with Tammy. That's when I talk all things personal development and other things that I do talk about. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe and comment below of "We'll wait for nobody." Tell me what you think about that topic, and see you in the next video. Bye.